We purchased 3 acres of undeveloped land, and for the last 8 months, we've been busy mowing, drilling our own well, and bringing in a 1995 manufactured home. But before we move in, we're gonna give this 90s home a makeover. Replace the 30-year-old Poly B plumbing and take this home from 95 to 2025 so we can finally get moved in.
Welcome back to 95, complete with floral wallpaper, original appliances, and pink shears. This home honestly just needs a deep clean and you could move into it. But we're gonna be doing some stuff to it because we can't leave anything alone. So in here is going to be our spare bedroom slash office slash editing cave. One of the great things about this unit is this is all drywall. It's not paneling. So we're gonna be doing some work to that to freshen this place up and make it look nice and modern and new. Now the bathroom. Bathroom is small, also in original condition. So after 30 years, definitely warrants an update. The master bedroom. In here, we forgot a drill, so I'll insert a photo here. We have our hot water tank, which is also original. So we'll be replacing that. One of the worst things about the house is it has Poly B plumbing.
Poly B was a very common type of plumbing in North America in the 80s and 90s, but eventually it was banned in Canada in 2005 due to the high likelihood of leaks occurring 10 to 15 years after installation. So given that our home was built in 95, it's safe to say this piping has to go.
Hopefully that'll be relatively easy to replace. So it's a little bit dusty, it's a little bit dirty, but nothing a fresh coat of paint and some elbow grease can't fix. And this will soon be a beautiful modern home.
Whoa, this is nice, isn't it?
It looks so much better in here already. That wall needed to go.
Now that our first pass of demolition derby is done, we've got to face our first big obstacle, replacing the Poly B plumbing with PEX, a much more reliable piping. Here's an eagle-eye view of our home. Here's the kitchen, bathroom, and master bedroom where the hot water tank is. We know the plumbing is built into the floor system and likely runs from the water main through to the bathroom and into the kitchen. And somewhere off the water main, it will split off to the laundry room and our outdoor hose faucet. Our job? To remove and replace every last bit of it. The first step, draining and disconnecting the 30-year-old hot water tank. Here, I'll go check the hose outside. Pass me the light. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start feeding it up.
Hey, tell me if water's coming out.
I have to go out. Oh, stop!
I opened this. Nothing was coming out. And then I hit the pressure release. And that's when water started coming out.
Why is it coming out the side of the house though?
I don't get it.
After doing some research, we realized it was draining extremely slowly from 30 years of built-up sediment. All right, well, it is 5 o'clock, so we have moved on inside to do some work in here. Now, we have rented a dump trailer for a few days, so we're gonna be ripping up the carpet, the flooring, we're gonna be removing this upper, and basically getting rid of anything we can into that dump trailer so we can take a load to the dump tomorrow. But we've got a lot of work to do in here today, so let's get into it.
if that drops, it drops. Hallelujah. You got it? Okay.
Oh, that's heavy. Oh God, I'm scared. There's definitely something holding it.
Surgical. You gotta get surgical with it first. Yeah. That's a lot. Last screw.
Okay, thank you.
3.
Onto the floor.
You good?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. I just need to switch my grip too when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ready?
I got it. I got
Okay.
balance.
Well, that's a lot of dust.
Oh, sorry.
No, okay. Tip.
Here.
Bad.
That's so much better.
Wow, what a difference.
So much better. Just that wall and that gone.
Really opened it up.
That was good driving.
Like, I know it's like hella chaotic and stressful, but
This is money.
we are like back to bare bones where we can just.
7:30.
It's not even 8.
7:30.
Oh.
Oh, am I driving? This is my initiation.
You've driven trailers before. Hey, wait up!
Where's your gumption?
A little F-150 that could, eh?
Unfortunately, we got to the dump and it was closed. I'm not allowed to make any dust, apparently. I really just want to take a hammer to all of this and smash it, but we're not going to do that. So today we're going to delete all this. Now these cabinets were cheap in '94, and 30 years later, they're still cheap. We thought about repainting them, but honestly, it's not very functional in here and the storage is minimal. These are the only drawers, and they're tiny. You can't even fit a cutlery tray in there. There's also no dishwasher, and I'm not a fan of doing dishes. So one of these cabinets needs to be taken up by a dishwasher. So the long and the short is, we're gonna be putting in a new kitchen from IKEA.
Watch out, the thing doesn't bounce back and hit you.
That's the thing. Gotta have a little fun, right? That's so fun. Okay, one more. Okay, so how long did that take us, legitimately? 36 minutes. Okay, bathroom time.
This one, unfortunately, might take a bit longer.
Maybe.
don't want to like cut it because I don't want a yard on that drain. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. When I look down to these water lines, I can see both 90s are pointing almost directly this way. So we might just open a hole here, open a hole in the master bedroom, and be able to replace everything. We're gonna check here first. Okay, we got the water lines here. They're running directly that way, right towards the bathroom. So I guess we should just open up a hole in the master bedroom and see where the water main comes into there.
There you can see the T tees off and goes towards the laundry room, and then under there you can see a little screwdriver left over from when it was built.
So the one question mark I have now, I mean where this goes into the laundry room, we're just gonna have to open up a hole there. But this is enough to replace all the poly B on the hot water tank, the main trunk I believe they call it.
Because this is 3/4 and then it jumps down
That's half inch there.
half inch. Look at that. Now we can see more.
So here I want to get close to there because the PEX comes up just inside that wall. The majority of the plumbing of the house is in this one joist space. See, we can always cut it out larger after. Right where the screws are. We have our hot and our cold here. We go in. There's the water main, the toilet shut off, the rest of the drainage. And then to this side, that's our sink drain right there.
Now that we've cut some access holes to get to the poly B branches, we're now going to test whether we can actually move these lines or if they're strapped to the joist with hold downs. So I'm going to pull from the kitchen access hole and Mike's going to look from the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, stop. So what I'm thinking is because we can freely move that line, I think we can cut a hole here and replace this whole thing in one shot.
That would be really nice.
Because all we have to do, as long as there's no tight hold downs, which it doesn't feel like it because we can move that quite a bit. So we cut it here and then you literally crimp on
Yeah.
pull it right through there.
And it's already
Cut
fed
it.
through the exact same spot.
Yeah.
Our plan is to clip all our branches off the main trunk, attach our new PEX main trunk, and pull it through the entire floor system in one go. So, back to the hot water tank to start clipping all the lines it's connected to and getting it out of there.
This is the overflow thing, so this can just get chopped.
Can we get a rag?
Sure.
Once we got the old hot water tank out, we sealed up the vent we no longer need and put in a new drain pan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This tank is a little bigger
it is.
than the old tank.
Here, I'll hold the thing out of the way.
Cool. Tell me when I'm clear of the stuff.
Yeah. Come further, 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 further. Yeah, you're clear. Come down.
Oh, not.
Oh, the back edge. Okay.
Yeah. So glad I double checked there. What edge were you looking at?
My edge. After getting the new hot water tank in place, we fed a 3/4 inch piece of white PEX down through the conduit to the underside of the house where we could connect our water main to it. Oh, this is nice and warm. Cut like right there. We don't cut the heat trace. Okay, this is done. Oh my god. Oh. That's tough. And after some wraps of E-tape around the heat trace to keep the water line from freezing, it was back inside to finish our hot water tank connections.
Then the valve's gonna be here.
Nice.
That's fine
I
for
like
shut
that.
off.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you gonna tell me what
Yeah,
to
you're
do?
good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm doing this completely blind.
there you go. Oh, my finger.
It's a little blade.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, but you're kind of angled. You kind of gotta. This will be the water main shut off, on and off.
Yeah.
And then same with this. Off, on. This will be for your hot water.
Right.
This is how it was,
This is how it's gonna be.
how it's gonna be.
With the hot water tank connected, the next challenge is getting the remaining water out of the water lines so we don't soak our insulation. So why don't we cut a hole, like right here? Because I feel like once I cut it there, then you just go like, oh, I feel the belly pan thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cut one line at a time. And I just have to cut it right there. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Oh.
That went pretty well. You didn't really spill much.
No.
I mean, that's definitely the lowest point of everything.
Now do I cut the other one?
Yeah, that worked so
That
well.
works so well. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
That one had a little bit more water in
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that works way better than those, like, disposable cans. I cut it kind of at an angle.
I didn't even realize that you could cut it on the angle with those pliers. I thought that like automatically made it straight.
We began clipping all the poly bead branches so that we could pull the entire line through the floor system. We crimped on a coupler to the hot and cold lines and crimped on our new PEX lines.
Okay, moment of truth. Do you want to stay here and I'll yarn on the other side a little bit?
Sure.
Let me know what happens. Pull in.
Pushing.
Okay.
That's hot.
I'm making progress. Yeah. Right.
Red? Oh, wow. No. Let me try hot again.
Oh, yeah, you're making moves.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Oops, one little bit more. There, it's at the foam now. Stuck on something. There. It feels like I'm gonna pop the fitting. It's like stretching. Okay, you have it free your way.
Yeah, now pull your way. Oh.
Pull back to you.
There you go. Nice.
Now that we've successfully pulled our new PEX main trunk through the floor system, the next step is removing all the poly B branches, building our new PEX branches off the main trunk, and pulling it back through the floor. First, we're going to run our long lines of PEX from the laundry room to the main trunk.
We're just trying to get everything in the floor replaced right now and then do the other pieces. Well, that's the hot. That's the cold. That's plenty. That's like an
Oh
extra
yeah,
cup.
no, that's
an extra
good. That's
2 feet.
perfect, actually.
I know, right?
Pretty close. There.
It's not.
It's not.
Not at all. I like this better.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just letting you push. I'm
Yeah,
guiding
you're
it.
just guiding
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
So I just cut these, and this is just to make it easier on us. We're going to put a 90 here over into this cavity. That way we can pre-build everything for the other room, slide it in, and then connect this after, just to simplify things a bit. Let's see if I can just get this in. Tell me how that looks.
I'm gonna go look on this side. Yeah, perfect.
Sweet. How's that?
Perfect. Yeah, D's, right?
Yeah.
More than D's. Easy.
Like this. So you get water main, water shut off. So yeah, so it comes out of here and then straight into that.
Yeah.
This here
Uh-huh.
is gonna go,
Shunk right down into the cold.
and then there'll be a joiner piece from here into the one we pull through.
I'm pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's through.
Okay, perfect.
Give me a tiny bit more
Yeah.
just to work with.
Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Okay,
Poly
that's
B, double B.
garbage. Yep.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Neat little space in there.
Is it? Yeah, a little more. Yeah, we'll try that.
There.
Sweet.
Okay. Tree trunk. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Okay, so that's done. That was smooth.
That was good.
Okay, you want to start pulling?
Yeah.
I think we're actually gonna be good here. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. That's probably it there.
Really? Sweet.
I think that's gonna be where it lives. Right there. Because our new toilet has a much bigger base.
Yeah.
So I'm worried this is gonna be too close. So we're gonna put the new one here. I'm gonna drill this hole quick first though.
Okay, sounds good.
We connected the rest of the new PEX plumbing branches to the main trunk, roughing in where our shower, toilet, and vanity would be, and then connecting the main trunk to the hot water tank. Once that was connected, we put plugs in each open end so that when we finish up the laundry room plumbing, we could pressurize the lines.
Are you gonna help me with the plumbing? Yeah? Because we are going to replace the poly-B, we may as well replace the old frost-free hose bib because it's in rough shape. And because we have hot and cold right here, we are just going to add a second hose bib and tee it into the hot, so we have a hot and a cold hose bib because it's just nice to have hot and cold water outside.
So here's the old frost free. Let's just pull that out if we can. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I need 2 hands, 1 sec.
Oh, first of all,
What?
it's the exact same size that they used.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Sawdust in here. You
No,
know?
no.
Oh yeah, go inside,
Yeah,
take a look.
okay, I'll see where it's landing inside.
Mint.
Yeah, that'll work great. That's awesome.
I'm marking the center. And then we're 3 1/4 plus center to center on the holes. And yes, it's a little bit extra, but we had to replace one anyways while we're here, and we have hot water right there. Doing 2 is not a bad thing.
So what we'll eventually do is we'll have 2 stubs of hose that's going to come off of these faucets, and we'll connect them or join them into a Y. That way we have kind of a homemade mixer, so you can adjust how hot or how cold you want the water coming out of the hose.
Instantly waterproof. It'll probably get a flashing as well.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about our ring total. It's gonna be close.
A ring ration. I think you got it.
This will just help with hammering.
Amazing.
I'll open those up.
You got it? Okay.
With everything plugged, it was time to turn the water back on, pressurize the lines, and test our new plumbing for leaks.
Okay, I'm gonna go run inside. So far, so good. Moment of truth. Here, can I have the light?
Yeah.
How's it looking?
I mean, everything looks good.
I checked like every fitting. Yeah. Thanks for plumbers.
Looks like we don't have any leaks. Now, time to bleed the lines.
Okay, so cold first. I don't think there's hot in the lines yet because it's filling the tank.
So why isn't this one working? Should I go inside?
I'm gonna go inside.
Oh God. Oh, we got water! Time to wire the hot water tank up.
I think that's all we need there. Oh. There we go. Sweet.
Beautiful.
Good. Flick it on.
Done.
Yeah.
Do you hear anything? You do?
We definitely purged all the air out of it.
But that's what our electrician told us, said that's the most common way to wreck a new hot water tank is if you don't fill the tank before you hook up the electrical.
Fill the tank and bleed all the air out.
Have to bleed all the air out because if there's air in the lines or in the tank, then I guess it just messes up something with the electrical.
Burning out the heating element or something.
Then you can mess your brand new hot water tank up before you've even used it. So I think we did it correctly. All right, we successfully swapped out all the Poly B for PEX and we switched out our hot water tank. We've done our pressure test, we have no leaks, so we are ready to seal up the floors and get back to more of the modifications we're gonna do inside this home. Let's do it.
So now I can go ahead and put some blocking in these areas and patch these holes in, and we don't have to worry about Poly B plumbing anymore. The vanity goes directly over this, so there'll never be any weight on that. Because that could get stepped on, I made that a lot more structural. So our valve is going to be here, because basically we're doing 3 tiles high the niche, and I like the niche to line up with the tile lines.
You want a full piece there, not have like a weird half piece.
Line 3 tiles up with the grout spacers between them, then you measure what the 3 tiles are.
Installed height.
Plus your spacer.
Yeah.
This drywall sheet is so...
Oh, it's not attached at all. Remove it?
Yes.
How? What? Is this gonna hurt? Really straight line. Holy. No. Hiya!
What?
What I really want to do. Oh, that was really easy. Oh! I did it. So that is the top of the niche framing, and that's the bottom of the niche framing.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Then we'll put our 2x4s across, and then we can drill some holes for our plumbing to come up through. Because we're doing the niche here, we gotta have the plumbing come up, over, up, back over, out. Thank you.
No worries.
You like that trick?
Yeah.
Hanging the Nice. That's gonna be there. Top of the tub is going to be there. So like, what's halfway between that? Like 8.
Sounds good. Here, some water.
There it is.
The next step in our plumbing work is installing the copper piping for the tub spout. This process is called copper sweating, which joins copper tubing together with solder.
Oh, we gotta turn the fan on.
Keep going. So there's almost like too much flux in there, eh?
Not sure. So, definitely getting hot. Definitely hot. Definitely.
Rotate.
Rotates? Yeah.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. I think that's good. You got it? Holding it steady-ish?
Yeah, holding it steady-ish.
Oh, I'm making a mess of this. I need another one.
Now we'll pipe dope all the joints, attach our fittings, and then we can do our elbow piece to connect it because we don't want to do the copper sweating anywhere near the valve and risk melting it.
We're just gonna have to be a lot quicker than we were. Look at that.
That looks good.
We're figuring this out.
We are. Lots of puzzles.
There we go. It's really not too bad.
No. Nice work.
It would be 4 1/4, so just under. So 4 1/8. Pliers? Fan?
Scalpel.
This torch is like the best stuff. It's not like to work. Yeah, that's too much solder. That's okay. 14 1/4. Mm-hmm. That one's also 14 1/4 plus.
Okay. And then our next one we need out of 3/4 material.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hold on. All right. Den shield time.
Yeah.
So the den shield is that yellow drywall looking stuff.
Unfortunately.
That was precise. Might be able to fit back there. Goes that way, right?
Oh. So I need to go arms last.
Crimp rings?
In the beginning. And then he just took his pliers. Oh, and just a little squeeze just to make it. Done with those.
We are done with all
for a
of
while
this.
until we put the nipples on those.
Mm-hmm. But we want to build the plumbing to the tub to make sure it's set the height and everything, right? And then we put it in here and then we bring the tub in.
Yeah.
So we're going to build it against the tub.
Problem with these like kind of more professional kits, they don't really have instructions.
Yeah.
This drain goes down and then over and then down. This drain has the down built in.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we're not going to really be able to copy this as much as we thought.
No, not at all. Before, our main drain line was here. Mm-hmm. Now it's here. Not ideal. The pipe so much. So why don't we glue these two? Insert this like this, then glue this joint, slam it together and quickly put this in so it's nicely lined. And then we glue this, slip it in.
Sounds good.
Good.
What's wrong?
Well, it's gonna come down.
Into that pipe. So we gotta move that pipe too?
That's a vent.
It's never straightforward.
Slightly higher vent. Really? Okay. Okay.
Light bulb?
A little bit. That's all we gotta do. So this is gonna go right here. So like that height, but right here. So all we need to do is put this,
And bullseye it in right there.
boom. That's the center of the outside of the pipe. Basically, lined up with that and lined up with that is the center.
We figured out how to reroute the tub drain and vent, wrapping the vent behind the P-trap, and then glued everything together.
I think that'll work really well. And we solved our problem, I think. Yeah, perfect.
Hey!
I'm very happy with our new plumbing situation. This was sitting like this. This was the drain line from the shower coming in. Pipe is kind of in at an angle. I don't know if you can see that. That's like a gap. This should be a straight line. It's not. So it's a good thing we replaced that. The only thing I'm not confident about is that T isn't a Y. They had a Y. But I think in the situation, from what I've researched, in the situation we used it, should work really well.
Very good. That's where it needs to be. Since the tub was slightly shorter than the width of our bathroom, we had to decide whether to fur out the whole wall or have a jog in the wall. But since we're renovating the kitchen, we brought the wall to the tub instead.
I like the solution. It's a little bit hack in some ways, but the beauty of this is now we're ready to just put drywall and backer board on.
Once we had that figured out, it was back to the final piece of copper sweating.
Also, we want that like actually sticking out, so. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just not going to it. Oof, okay. Yeah, we gotta use this. You see me just about drip? You gotta have the torch a little higher. It's cold. It only starts to get warm to below where the rag was.
Yeah. That's a good little trick.
I think that's great.
Yeah, that's solid. I'm happy with that.
Nice.
With the copper sweating done, we patched some holes in the vapor barrier gave everything a quick vacuum, and then it was time to install Den Shield.
So-
I can actually screw.
I would prefer that. We're gonna be here all day if I try and screw it.
You're gonna hold.
I got it.
And you're gonna go lower. Right about there. Lower on the right just a hair.
Den Shield is a tile backer material with a built-in moisture barrier often used in bathrooms. After the first few sheets went up, it really started to feel like our bathroom was coming together again.
And bathroom's looking like a bathroom.
I can see it now. So I'm gonna start by pulling some more screws here because we're gonna be putting our moisture resistant drywall, forget what it's called. It's the
Mildew.
green. Thank you. Mildew resistant drywall up here, but all these screws are in the way. So we gotta pull these. Mike's gonna cut some backing pieces so that we have something to attach the drywall to. And then we'll put the sheets up and over there. And we'll get this bathroom further along.
When you jump around, it makes the camera shake.
So this is for this part right here. We need to pre-cut some holes.
This is a bigger hole. Smaller hole. Wrist snapper. There it is.
And now we're gonna make sure this is actually on top of the flange.
Oh, that hole is a little not the best.
No way.
Do it with the drill too.
After caulking all the seams and taping off the edges of the tub, we were ready to install the rest of the drywall.
Small little bathrooms. Tricky install things. All the drywall is back up. It's starting to look like a bathroom again. And then from the back side, we obviously still have to finish sealing that up. But that just means putting this piece back on. It looks good.
A dumb way of mixing it. Have a bucket. It's just like late at night and you're just trying to like get one more thing done. It's like the worst way to do things. Sure, many mixes, adding a little water, adding a little powder, adding a little water, adding a little powder, going too far each way. We are finally happy with our consistency.
Let's get the mud on the walls.
Then go to bed. I'm tired.
Same.
I think we just want to mud here. I don't know if we want to tape here. I know, there's so many, everyone's got their own slight different way. then maybe we just go like that. What?
Yeah.
I think we're on to something.
Yeah. What do you think? You stoked?
I am. This is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Nice.
So it looks really good in here. Thin set isn't 100% dry on that inside corner, and around this bottom edge where I really laid it on thick to cover that tile. It's only been about 11 hours since I applied it last night, but we are going to be putting red guard in the niche on these inside corners, on this edge, on this face, that inside corner. We're not gonna red guard this bottom edge when the tile's gonna go right to the tub and it's gonna be caulked on that bottom edge. So I think that's gonna be enough. I gotta wait for that to dry a little bit more. And I'm actually gonna jump up and replace the ceiling fan. This fan doesn't fit this unit. You can see this tab's bent over and doesn't line up with where it's supposed to. This fan should really be fitting here on the side where it's far, where you just feel air blowing down. Oh!
Uh-oh.
No, that's okay.
That's okay?
Let's just tighten the hole, I think. Okay, sweet. This. Well, you gotta pull this out.
Is that like chillin' hanging?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
You want to review another one?
Yeah.
Same size?
Yeah. That's locked in place now. That's like that, I think. All right. Let's see. Working perfect. Look at that.
With the fan replaced and the niche dry, it was time to apply some Red Guard.
Red guard.
Red Guard is a paint-on waterproofing membrane that also helps prevent cracking in tile and stone. We painted it on the inside of the niche as well as on the den shield seams to protect these more vulnerable areas from water damage.
It looks really good. It's pretty well 100% dry. The inside corners are just a tiny bit pink, but they're pretty well dry. We're just gonna hit one more light coat around the niche and should be ready for tile tomorrow.
We added a second layer of Red Guard to the niche and then packed it in for the night because the next day was tile day.
So height-wise, I've already laid out the tile height for the niche. I'm just gonna split it bottom and top so it looks fairly even. So this side, you can see that's just over 1/2 inch at the bottom. And then perfectly on that inside corner at the top. But at least it's a consistent change. So we're gonna start on this back wall here. Just gonna measure to our laser line here and get all these tiles pre-cut before we mix up any mud. Then we'll get those set, and then we'll just start flying up the wall there. Okay, well that seems nicely set up. I think this is gonna work really well. Meg's doing a supply run into Home Depot. I'm hoping in about 5 or 6 hours I can have this all tiled. That's really not good. Well, not good. If I keep doing that, this is gonna take me a very, very long time. What is going on? I've now broken 2 tiles. I mean, I guess there's just a bow there, but I don't, the hard part is I don't see it. I kind of think I should just peel it all off and start again, to be honest. That is better. I think we can live with that. We're getting somewhere, thank God. I was very stressed out there for a minute. Let's go rush and cut this and keep going. Now that we're above the red guarded area, we're going to switch to just a regular tile adhesive. We're probably going to use this on this wall as well. We probably will still use the thin set around the niche there. Godsend. It just goes on so much easier and then doesn't dry out, and then the tile sticks way easier. You can press it down way easier.
That's good.
It just takes way longer to dry. I think this is one of the reasons the pros don't like it. It's just an expensive product. Like, it's not gonna last that long. I'm gonna get this and maybe like half of this out of that. So I'm gonna have to go back to it, but that's okay. And then the tile cutter, oh my God, is it so much faster.
Yeah, the snap and break. While I was at Home Depot, I picked up a snap and break tile cutter. We used to own one, but couldn't find it after the move. The wet saw has been working great, but the snap and break is definitely a valuable tool for a tiling job.
I must say, the not full tiles top and bottom aren't ideal, but the other option would be to have a full tile at the bottom and then have a really small little sliver of a tile up top. I think that just comes down to personal preference. I like the split up look. We're gonna tile up to here until we can build this down, finish this tile this wall. I need breakfast. I need these f***ing tiles to start sticking to the wall. See that? Like, I can just pull that off.
Yeah, no, that's not right.
The lower ones did, yeah, but it's been too long. Well, this is the second. This is the second.
I see what you're saying.
This is literally the worst.
0-star review.
0-star review. I got really frustrated there. I think I had my mud a little too dry. We're just gonna go up to here, and then we're gonna switch back to the mortar, do this area, and then we're gonna switch back to the easy stuff. On that wall, we're gonna do the easy stuff until I get to the red guard. We'll use a little bit of mortar, and then we'll switch back. Maybe unorthodox, Maybe not the best way to do it, but it's the way we're doing it right now. So, that is done. I need to do the niche still. I'm a little apprehensive about it because this is definitely, I really want my Schluter to be nice and square, and I'm actually going to try to miter the corners so it looks really nice and clean. So I'm also going to try and keep a fairly consistent 1/8" reveal all the way around. But first steps first, I'm going to tile this back bit.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I'd say that looks
Wow, nice work.
really good. Might be a bit of a later night tonight.
It's fine.
I love tiling.
Truth comes out.
This is gonna be so hard.
What about it?
Well, I gotta build these sides out a bit to match up. And then this should fit inside of that, should it not?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, looks alright.
It's lining up really well. A little bit of planning goes a long way sometimes.
Do I look fast? Ready to cut some tile.
Those are good safety glasses though.
They are. They're actually very comfy. I like them. While I tried my hand at cutting tiles, Mike placed them, and once we were done with the niche, we moved on to the final wall. Well, the tile is looking really good, and now I'm gonna get some grout on. So we've got the Fusion Pro tile grout. It's an all-in-one compound, so there's no sealing required. I'm just going to use my tile trowel and my sponges, and we're gonna get some grout on these walls. Let's do it. All right, let's open this up. I'm gonna scoop out a little bit. Interesting consistency. I'm just gonna put that in there. I'm gonna start here, work on these first 4 tiles, and then we'll clean it off after. Okay.
Yeah, are we...
Wow. Not the consistency I thought it was. It's a lot drier. Ugh. Yeah, honestly, the fingers, oh my God, this is making a mess. I thought it was gonna be a lot more like the mud.
You can tell we are not tilers.
Like it.
It feels like it's really drying up now, doesn't it? This grout is weird.
I'm not a fan.
I think we just do the whole wall at once.
Okay.
We grab more product and we just do it all.
I like
and
it.
we just finger it out like this. Like, look at this. Like, boom.
Yeah, boom, done. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna do our own thing.
Tile looks amazing. We're really happy with how it turned out. Now, we just gotta get this bathroom finished. So today I'm gonna do all the mudding, nice and quick, then we're gonna slam the floor in. There's only a couple things left. Let's get into it.
As with every project, prep is the most important step. And while Mike took the lead on placing tile, I have been busy prepping the drywall throughout the house for mudding and painting. But more on that later.
Structural laminate drywall corner system. Flexible corner, high performance drywall corner bead that flexes to any inside or outside corner angle. Look at this process.
It's pretty chill. It's like one of those snap bracelets.
So when it meets in the corner, it doesn't
Overlap. I like that.
The product we're using for our drywall corner beads is called No Coat Ultraflex 325. Neither of us have used it before, but we're excited to try it.
So I put a little bit of mud on the wall.
Whoa. Does that ever work well?
We started off by laying a layer of mud to our prep drywall, placing the folded corner bead, and using a putty knife to firmly press it into the mud and up into the corners.
I think that's enough mud, don't you?
Yeah.
Just like a thin coat. I think that's actually a little thin there.
Figuring out how much mud to use was honestly one of the hardest parts. We started off a little thin, but eventually figured out the right amount.
I think this is working well. Not as painful as we originally thought. This stuff is it.
Yeah.
This no coat. Oh man.
Once the first coat of mud was dry and sanded, it was time to go in for a second coat.
Using the bigger 8-inch knife and the 10-inch knife on these passes. So, I probably should have done this a while ago. So we're doing it now.
A few weeks ago, we had our electrician come by to wire in a light above the tub, because with no windows and only one pre-existing light, it was quite dark in here. Once we had the light installed, Mike sanded the second coat of drywall mud, and after a quick vacuum, we began prepping the floors for tiling.
You want earplugs?
What?
Earplugs!
What?
This is aggressive, eh?
Don't want to hit the tub.
No.
Don't. This is a wide knife.
It is.
The wide knives, tricky for me. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think I really know how to do this. You build up your center bit, then you do the two sides, build it up.
Kind of splitting the center on either side.
Yeah. and then build that up again. And then once you have all your product on there, then you like smooth it. But I think you want it even wider than this. I don't even think this is wide enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you have more pressure on the outside edge than you do the inside edge. We'll touch the ground there, but
Let's throw that out.
some of it, yeah. Can you grab the tile spacers?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's how it's gonna look.
While we waited for the third and final coat of mud to dry, we began laying out our tiles to figure out their placement.
4 and 5.
Just over a quarter?
Just over a quarter.
We're 5/16 here. Needs to move 2 inches that way, and then we're good.
Nice.
3 3/4. So if we moved 3/4 over, yeah, that would work well.
Layout. Done. Yeah, I think we're good with that.
With the mortar mixed to the right consistency, we began laying our floor tiles. And as Mike placed, I kept practicing with the wet tile saw, cutting tiles to size.
Not bad. Not too bad.
That looks really good.
It looks so good. What? The slop?
I just dropped it instantly.
Now, this particular tile grout was a little tricky to use, and after grouting the shower, we were definitely running low on product. We kept our fingers crossed that we would have enough because in true rural living fashion, this grout is not available locally. Thankfully, we managed to get all the tile seams packed, smoothed out, and the tile surfaces cleaned. And man, did it look good.
It's looking good, Meg.
Right? Looks so good.
Final wipe down.
Yep, just getting rid of that chalky haze.
Lily's gonna help us.
Good helper.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it. No. No, take it. Over there.
With our supervisor jumping in to lend a hand, we finished up the day by building our IKEA vanity and medicine cabinet.
As soon as we replaced Paul B, I was like, man, that was so much work. Man, that was annoying. We should have not done that. It's all like frustrated. But now seeing proper modern plumbing coming out of the floor, not some plumbing that's like gonna leak eventually or was potentially leaking a bit, we didn't even know. It just feels good to have it done properly. I'm 99% sure that is good to go. And it looks great. Throw a toilet in, throw a vanity in, do some mud and some paint. Easy!
this is where it's really nice to have a hot and cold hose bib.
We need warm water.
Now, in hindsight, we probably should have TSP'd the walls first, but it's one of those things when you have 10 million things on the go at once. You start doing one thing and you're like, oh yeah, probably should have done that. We have sanded everything smooth. It is time to get some primer on the walls. So we're gonna fill up our painter's tray with some primer, and then we're gonna start feathering in our corners and then rolling the walls. Let's do it. All right, so while we wait for the paint and the mud touch-ups to dry, we're gonna finish up with our water lines to the toilet and the vanity. But first, we're gonna have to shut off the water main so that we can bleed off the pressure, cut these lines, and install the valves so that we can make our connections when we put those in.
Off. Nice and easy.
Hello.
Kind of dark out here.
It is dark out here. Can't really see.
Well, there's no hole.
Oh, well.
Empty.
It's empty.
Leave those open. There we go. I heard it just bleed the pressure off. Lots of movement on those, so not too stressed about it. Okay, pop that valve on there, and then these crimpers. That's the direction I want the valve, but I guess I have it there now.
Look at that.
Clean.
Clean. Okay, we're gonna turn these off. And now let's turn on the water main.
Water main.
Mm-hmm.
Slow, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go in the other room.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm opening slowly.
Yeah, you're good.
Nice. 2. Excited about.
No, you're not excited about this?
I mean, yeah, I was not looking forward to this part, but it must be done. So we do it. Gross.
Yeah, one more wipe and then that's done.
Nice.
With the old toilet wax seal removed, we slapped on our second coat of paint.
We're gonna pull the plastic off the tub and get all the dusty stuff out, because now we're into the fun stuff, the finish work. So we're gonna be throwing on baseboards, and then the toilet, vanity, medicine cabinet.
Trim.
Oh yeah, the trim.
Light.
All the fun detail stuff.
Let's do the light really quick so we have better light in here. There we go. So we had these similar lights at our last manufactured house that we renovated, and we really liked them. They put off a ton of light, don't use really any energy, and they look really modern and clean. And they're not very expensive. Have you ever wired something live?
Never.
Have you ever seen someone wire anything live?
I've seen you wire live, and I also saw you got zapped too.
Our Spencers are 18 volts.
And what's this, 22?
120.
Oh yeah.
So now, we just gotta mount this plate. Oh,
What's that? That looks like 2,700
that's
maybe.
27.
And then 3. That's 4, 5, and 6.
Ooh.
That's awful.
3.
Three is
I don't
nice
really
and
want
soft.
any whiter than that.
No. Nice.
Beautiful.
We removed the plastic protective layer off the tub and caulked the rest of the shower tile. And then it was time for baseboards.
So we ended up pulling off the baseboards out of the bathroom. They are pre-primed, but it's just way easier to be able to paint them not on the wall. So we've hit it with one coat of the satin paint. I'm gonna hit it with a second coat, and then while these dry, we're gonna throw up the shower curtain rod so that we can take a shower.
While I hit the baseboards with another coat of paint, Mike got started on the shower curtain rod installation.
Pretty sure there's backing right there.
Oh, you put it through the tile?
Yeah, that's why I bought that tile bit the other day.
Right,
at the
okay.
store.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's committal, eh?
Yeah. Well, remember we put a 2x4? One thing, there is risk of it cracking.
I know, well that's what I'm...
We decided to try out this Moen shower curtain rod as tension fit, since it definitely was the highest quality tension rod we've seen, and if it were to come down, we would hard mount it. After that was up, we began installing the shower trim kit. Now, time to get the toilet in.
Quick bolt, just push it down and tighten. Okay. Easy peasy, right? So if you've never seen this before, this is what's under every toilet. Well, at least I think. And around here at least. And this is a big chunk of wax. And I guess it helps make a good seal, which everyone wants under their toilet. And then there's a little flange right there that connects into the inlet, outlet, for the plumbing.
And so normally you put these little plastic washer things on and it holds your bolts up, but we have a bunch of old wax in there that's actually holding the bolts really well.
Sweet, so we don't need that.
No.
And then we're just gonna pop that on like that. And then the toilet just pops right on top.
It's kind of longer than I expected.
Okay.
It's a pretty old, oh shoot.
What?
Is that gonna...
Is it not gonna fit?
Oh no, I think it will.
Really?
Oh, it'll just fit. Okay. We're gonna go out nice and slow. Are you good?
I'm just looking for my bolt.
Is it?
And this goes right here. You're just up on that, yeah, perfect. Rubber expansion nuts. Those go in there. That goes like that.
Thankfully, the toilet install instructions were super easy to follow. So after getting the lid installed, we tested out our water line connection.
We've got water. Oh, look at that.
You're getting wet. Not hear anything.
Okay, good.
That means that it's there was empty. Nothing leaked in.
That's good.
Or it means it's frozen solid.
One of the two.
Okay, so that's a nice feeling.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Oh, I forgot to tighten that. I forgot to tighten that. Well.
All right, the last thing we're gonna do tonight, we were gonna install the vanity and the medicine cabinet, but frankly, we just really wanna get in the shower and it's late. So,
Yes, there's been a lot of late nights recently and there's been not a lot of long showers. So
long
priorities are priorities.
It has been 8 months since we've had a longer than 3-minute shower each. So we quickly got the shower curtain up, double checked the septic pump to make sure it was working and not frozen solid.
I think that was it. Did you hear that?
I did, it was like shh. All right, well the pump seems good. Tub is flowing. We are exhausted and we are ready for a shower. So we will see you in the morning to get the rest of this bathroom finished up. All right, shower report. It was excellent. We both had a very relaxing shower, but we have a little bit more to do in here. We're gonna install the vanity and the medicine cabinet, get that all plumbed in.
Get the baseboards in.
Oh yeah, the baseboards, we forgot about those. So we're gonna get those installed first, and then we'll do the rest of it. So it's a very exciting day to get this bathroom finished up. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Oh. If it was half an inch longer, it wouldn't have fit.
It fits?
It fits. It's in. For sure. Which is 36 and a half.
Awesome. Realistically, that's kind of where we want it anyways.
Exactly.
You could have it lower, but 36 is kind of like the comfort height. It's a little bit higher than standard, and it's just a nicer feel.
After figuring out the placement of our vanity, we started working on hooking up the plumbing pipes to it.
You can see here how the plumbing is very tight to the bottom of the sink, and there's lots of space for that drawer to slide in, and the plumbing at the back there.
That works well. Off the bottom, off the floor, to the center, we're 9 3/8.
9 3/8.
And 27 5/8.
Is it perfect?
No.
Oh.
We also got to decide how far over we want it. I think what we want to achieve is cut this and put whatever we need to have it straight this way, slightly angling up for drainage.
So the tricky part of this vanity install is that we chose a floating vanity, meaning it has no legs and is hard mounted to the wall. So we need to figure out where to drill a hole in our vanity for the drain to connect to.
I've ever dealt with.
Yeah, this cut's important. You're not doing this cut.
No. Looks good.
We've got it all figured out. All we need to do is cut a hole in the cabinet for this to come through, glue this on, and then we can build all our pieces inside the cabinet, but we have confirmed to the best of our abilities. It looks like it's gonna work really well with the way we have it set up and the parts we have.
I'm gonna go get the primer.
Because the vanity will sit 2 inches off this wall, we decided to paint the drain pipe so we won't see it peeking out. And down the road, we may build a little box for it.
So 21 3/4.
You good with that? You need me to help you?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, so we got our hole, plumbing, we've set our height for where we're gonna mount the bracket to the wall.
After getting the mounting bracket installed and level, we brought in the vanity, hooked it onto the mounting bracket, and made sure that everything was still level and that the vanity wouldn't be sitting on the drain pipe.
We're just adjusting the height here.
Like clear yet?
Raising this up. Yeah, you are clear now.
And then we added some caulking on top of the vanity for the sink to seal to.
Yeah, into the wall a little bit.
Because our wall isn't very plumb, we added a little shim behind the vanity to make it fit better.
Perfect.
We then test fitted our drain connections to make sure everything was lining up.
That is perfect.
That works great.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
If we glue up this whole thing and then just slide it in, because then we don't have to do, we have one glue joint underneath.
Yeah.
That's glued. Now just glue this, and then you stick that back in, hold it up where it wants to be, glue that last, shove it on, done. So, I think what we do, I think we have enough, yeah, where I can just slide it straight over.
Got it. That's awesome. Now it's just the water feed lines. Okay, time for the faucet.
Yeah. The plumbing actually turned out pretty clean. So there, I just tightened that down. Yeah.
And it basically just compresses it, pinches it together.
Exactly, yeah.
We tightened the water supply lines to our newly installed PEX plumbing and turned the valves on.
It's on?
Yeah.
Bleeding the air out for
Yeah. Definitely don't want to.
check for leaks.
And the last step, installing the medicine cabinet.
Nothing.
Not the sound you want to hear.
No.
Just maybe. I didn't really want to cut drywall out of our finished bathroom and then put back in.
No.
Here we are.
So we realized that we unfortunately didn't have any studs where we wanted our medicine cabinet to be mounted, and because we never removed this sheet of drywall, we also didn't install any backing. We came up with a few different ideas, one being mounting a piece of wood for it to hang onto, which we didn't like in the end. Then we considered drywall plugs, but we didn't like that either, as drywall plugs aren't always reliable, and we really don't want our medicine cabinet falling off the wall.
So I was trying to be lazy and figure out a solution, but it's one of those things. I should probably just cut this open, this drywall, put in a piece of backing, put the drywall back, the medicine cabinet's gonna cover it all, screw it up, put the screw where it's supposed to be into a piece of backing. It's definitely a better way to do it.
Although it was painful to cut into our freshly painted and finished wall, it definitely was the smartest and most solid option for mounting up our vanity. After removing the piece of drywall, Mike installed some backing, and then we reinstalled the drywall.
Are you pushing down as you're screwing that on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we have a functioning bathroom and we are so happy with how it turned out.
We're gonna have to leave it there today because this reno was originally supposed to be some paint on the walls, maybe some flooring, a couple little things here and there, and it just creeped and creeped into more and more and more into renovating the entire house, which we are super stoked about, but we're just not able to get that all crammed into one video.
Hope you can understand that this is gonna be a part 2 video and you will have to tune in for the next one to see how we get this all finished up. But hopefully this gives you a taste of how the rest of the house is gonna look, and we couldn't be more excited to share this with you.
And really, we are just so excited to get in here as well.
Thank you again for watching, and we will see you very soon.